Have you ever experienced a moment like this? You're sitting in a group, at an office meeting, or hanging out with friends, and someone throws an insult right at you in front of everyone. Or maybe they interrupt and dismiss you mid-sentence. It's the kind of comment that cuts straight to your self-respect. In that fraction of a second, a chemical reaction fires off inside you. Your heart rate spikes, your face flushes with anger, and your brain screams, "Say something back right now. Put them in their place." But have you ever paused to think about what actually happens in that exact moment? When you react instantly to disrespect, whether by yelling, getting defensive, or trying to hurt them back, you hand them an invisible win. Without realizing it, you send them a clear message. You have the power to control my mood, my emotions, and the speed of my mind. The most powerful, high-value people in the world don't handle disrespect through some magic trick. They simply understand a psychological mechanism that 99% of people miss. Strength isn't measured by how fast you react. Strength is measured by how completely you control yourself. In this video, we're going to break down those deep psychological principles that allow you to turn any act of disrespect into your ultimate power instead of a weakness. And trust me, by the end of this video, the way you view and handle disrespect will change forever. The very first rule is the power of the pause. Whenever someone tries to humiliate you or launches a personal attack, there's a specific script running in their head. They want you to get defensive, raise your voice, or get rattled. They're trying to trap you into a predictable reaction. Because when you get angry, the game starts playing by their rules. Suddenly, everyone's focus shifts away from their disrespect and onto your overreaction. This is where powerful people flip the script. When an insult is thrown their way, they don't respond immediately. They hold 5 seconds of complete silence. This pause isn't fear or weakness. It's a statement that you refuse to let anyone else dictate the speed of your mind. During those few seconds of silence, 3 deep things happen. 1. Emotional separation. Your brain switches out of impulsive emotional reaction and shifts into logical observation mode. 2. Uncertainty for the attacker. The other person's confidence starts to crack. When they don't get the dramatic reaction they expected, they start feeling uncomfortable. 3. Perceived authority. Everyone else in the room notices your calm posture and self-control. Without saying a single word, you become the authority in that space. Words spoken in anger usually make you look small, but a deliberate, well-timed pause protects your dignity every single time. Understanding the next psychological principle is crucial. Anger is information, not an instruction. A lot of people think self-control means bottling up your anger or pretending nothing happened, but that's not it. Feeling angry when you're disrespected is a natural human response. Anger tells you that a boundary was crossed. It alerts you that something isn't right. The difference lies right here. Emotional people become slaves to their anger. They feel it, and they lash out. Powerful people view anger as data. Anger shows you where the problem is, but it doesn't give you the instructions on what action to take. When you take a pause, you ask yourself, why is this person talking to me like this? What is their real intention? Psychology tells us that people disrespect others for 2 main reasons. Reason 1, insecurity. When someone feels threatened by your confidence, your growth, or your presence, they try to tear you down to protect their own fragile ego. Their disrespect isn't about your flaws. It's the poison of their own internal weakness. Reason 2, testing boundaries. Some people push limits with small, disrespectful comments just to see how much you'll tolerate. They're testing your line in the sand. When you view an insult through the lens of their insecurity, you don't feel anger. You feel a sense of pity. You realize this person isn't really fighting you, they're fighting themselves. And the moment you realize this, their words instantly lose their power to hurt you. The third and most important pillar is set clear boundaries without begging for respect. The biggest mistake most people make when disrespected is trying to convince the other person. They go into long explanations. Why would you say that to me? I've always been good to you. You should know better. Stop right there. That is emotional begging. You are begging the other person for respect. Powerful people never beg for respect. They understand that you can't force someone to respect you, but you can definitely decide how you will handle their bad behavior. When a boundary is crossed, there's no need to yell or start a fight. Speak with low volume, but high clarity. You can say calmly and directly, "Do not speak to me in that tone. I'm willing to discuss this, but not in that kind of language. If you keep speaking to me like this, I'm going to end this conversation." These words aren't a threat, they are your boundary. And here's the most crucial part. A boundary without action is just a suggestion. If you say, "I won't continue this conversation," but keep standing there arguing, they'll learn that your words carry no weight. If the behavior repeats, walk away without making a scene. There is no louder answer than your silence and your absence. The deepest part of this entire psychology is, stop proving your worth. After being disrespected, our ego craves one thing: validation. We want the other person to regret it. We want them to admit that we're right and they're wrong. So we waste all our energy, peace, and time trying to prove ourselves to them. But here's the reality. Once someone has decided to disrespect you, no argument or logic will change their mind. Their goal isn't to understand the truth. It's to gain dominance or attention. When you try to prove your worth to someone like that, you place your self-worth right in their hands. You're basically saying, "Until you accept me, I won't see myself as valuable." Powerful people step out of the race to prove themselves. They understand that not every misunderstanding needs to be cleared up. Not every false accusation requires a response. Their value doesn't depend on someone else's cheap opinion. Your only job is to maintain your standards, focus on your growth, and let time deliver the answer. Character isn't proven by endless talk. It's revealed through long-term behavior. And finally, use distance as a consequence, not a game. A lot of people play the silent treatment like a game. To make someone jealous, punish them, or manipulate them. Powerful people don't play childish games. They use distance only when they realize words have lost their value. When you've calmly stated your boundaries multiple times and their behavior still doesn't change, continuing to talk is just sacrificing your self-respect. In that moment, distance becomes a natural consequence. You don't waste energy blocking them in a rage or holding a grudge. You simply reduce their access to you. You stop sharing your personal life with them. You stop replying immediately to their unnecessary calls or texts. You stop giving them your emotional time. You remain polite, but you become unavailable. Because powerful people know that their time, energy, and peace are not free for everyone. If someone doesn't respect your presence, give them the gift of your absence. So, the next time you feel like someone is trying to disrespect you, keep these rules in mind. 1. Take a pause. Instead of reacting, hold 5 seconds of silence and keep control of the situation. 2. Decode the intention. Instead of getting angry, see through to their insecurity. Anger is information, not an instruction. 3. Set boundaries. Without yelling or losing your composure, draw your line calmly and directly. 4. Stop proving your worth. Quit justifying yourself to people who have no intention of understanding you. 5. Make distance a consequence. Where there is no respect, remove your access quietly without making a scene. Being powerful isn't about how many people you can defeat. Real power is staying calm and protecting your dignity no matter how much chaos surrounds you. Your self-respect is in your own hands. Never let someone else's cheap words determine your worth. If this video cleared your mind and gave you a new perspective, make sure to hit the like button. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 rules are you going to apply in your life starting today? For more deep psychology, emotional mastery, and self-improvement videos, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay calm, stay powerful.